Test number 2. Alright, gonna put on my other headset just to see. Alright, it seems that I can actually hear. Gonna have to keep an eye on this because, for anyone who's unaware, my live stream just kept crashing every like 10 seconds again last time. It was very annoying, to say the least. So, let's see. As my present companion, who, due to the fact that she is otherwise unable to join me, or play this game presently, I am going to do some hunts, because that shouldn't take up too much time and effort. Alrighty. I think the 10 of clubs was one. Just to figure out where that is, location. This is a big map. Like, I am shocked it is this big. Ah, here we go. If I go over here, I'd be able to get there faster, hopefully. Maybe. Alright, so apparently, right there.
Let's go.
Alright, there's Jill.
All right.
Oh, just realized I don't have any line talk. Tonics. I know what I wanted to say, but my mouth kept wanting to say toxic for whatever reason. I'm gonna look back to the screen to make sure it didn't crash. It didn't. Huzzah. So I'm about 99% already. Any hope of mercy is lost. So yeah, these things are a lot more on my level. Yeah, interesting how there was a random war panther on the way. I thought that it was actually in one of the cities. Yeah, that's just a sign of how far the society ended up crumbling.
Faster.
Oh, it's definitely crumbled, alright. This used to be a safe passage. By the way, has Torgal ever transformed once? Maybe it's just me, but I swear I've never seen Torgal transform after the scripted first time. I'm saddened by this. That's a cool form, but I feel like it's been relegated to just one story cutscene. Let's see, where's the... Yeah, gotta go this way. I can go through here. Need to get there as well.
This might take a while.
Fun fact, in a lot of Mortal Kombat media, Outworld is usually depicted with a purple sky. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to engage in Mortal Kombat, but if a guy named Shao Kahn starts up, or worse yet, a guy named Onaga, Clive might be doomed by canon. Alright, who are you? Do I have to fight like a whole card-themed bandit gang?
Another god's forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have nothing. So empty your pockets.
Dang it. I don't know why it won't let... Because it'll let me do this, but it won't let me do the other one for whatever reason. Oh, there's Torgal's transformation. Just noticed it. I swear, there's something wrong with that ability. It's supposed to be a counter, but it just very rarely actually works.
A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
Well, the main difference with there, Clive, is that I don't think you've ever robbed somebody. Like, I'm not saying you two are as different can be, but I am saying that you've yet to mug somebody. Alrighty. Next I'm gonna go fight the Megalith brothers in Rosalith. Which Port Isolde is the closest one? Alright, it's over here. Here we go. Is this still considered the Imperial Providence? But I don't think it really should, given present circumstances. Like, the only people who are technically still assembled is the Republic. Not that I'm saying that they're a lot better than everyone else at the moment, given how Odin's breathing down our necks, but I am saying that otherwise, yeah, they're probably the only bastion of civilization presently still around. Beyond Clive, but I don't think too many people will be flocking to a place where they could potentially pin all the blame on without knowing any of the very complex explanation as to why.
Thanks, Gal.
Didn't I already fight like one of you? Screw it. Let's do this. Oh. Come on, I'm actually curious. What happened to that ability?
This
There we go. I feel like Bahamut would be doing a lot better in people's rankings if I was allowed to do stuff while in this form. Nope. No more Iron Blood. You do not get to be on our shores.
No more vengeance. No more war.
That's right, Clive. Kill them all and eventually the vengeance will stop. Alrighty. And I just gotta figure out where it wants me to go next. Ah, here we go. Not sure why this gate is ridiculously long of a name, but yeah. Ooh.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
But yeah, all the wildlife and whatnot are around 30 now. Hopefully Lego will be joining us soon, because I can't really think of too much in the way of, doesn't this just scream Boss Arena? Brosia, wait, I was just damn it. Okay, now I'm nervous. Savvy Jiva? Is that you?
Founder. This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Oh, sweet Jesus. I think I found the next monster under crossover. Like, granted, red dragons aren't unique, and Savage Eva... Oh, mother of God. Okay. Me without my lion heart tonic. I knew it was S-Ring, but I didn't think it was gonna be like this. Gosh, I hope this thing doesn't take reduced fire damage. Oh gosh. Yep. That was literally my thought too, Pixel, when I saw it. I was like, Savage Eva? Is that you? I see you also learned a little bit of Smog in this incarnation. Not Smog. No, what was the other one? Dark Eater Madeir, there we go. So being able to just do laser beam. Hey, look at me, I got wings! I'm like you! Can we be friends? How does the Empire learn how to tame these things? Took him 20 minutes after 3 attempts. Dark. Your little ability can't affect me if I'm up in the air like ow. No wait, I didn't just get affected still. Come on. Yeah, lots of damage. Oh god! Alright, enough busting around with Bahamut. On the plus side, this gives me some ideas how to change up of the important red dragon to my lore a little bit. I gotta leave. Oh, I'm dead.
Ready, go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to a shop real quick.
First we find Isabel.
Welcome, welcome. An excellent choice.
I guess that's what I get for getting a little cocky.
Come back again.
Alright, now we go all the way back.
Come on.
Oh, 1 second. Hello? Oh, there she is.
Hello.
Hey, I just got beat.
Oh no.
Watch the stream and you'll see.
After the ooh.
Yeah. I'm referring to crashes as in like the in-game crashes.
How did
You'll see soon.
Yeah, I see you like kind of traveling right now, so
Oh man. Now I kind of wish the thing reset so you wouldn't be able to, you'd be able to at least see the cutscene, but
Be safe.
meet
your
the
face.
Ruin Reawakened.
Oh, you got beat by this thing.
Yeah, by Stabby Jiva.
Oh, jeez.
This one.
Oh yeah, I can see how you call it Sappy Jiva. It's using that technique is similar to what he uses.
Yeah. And just general what it looks like, he's a big old red dragon. Like, it's not one for one. It's legally distinct Stabby Jiva.
Yep, or Sparrog.
Balrog, yeah. I certainly like some of the idea for the abilities, though, which I think I'm going to incorporate into my own red dragons.
Yeah. And of course he's freaking level 50? Oh jeez.
You know, I didn't realize he was level 50 until you just brought that up. I'm going to be here a while, aren't I?
Yeah, you are, because that HP bar is barely moving.
I like
I mean,
a
I
challenge.
can see it. Well, at least you're not alone in this.
Gotta build up enough energy to mess him up.
Wait, your friend was level 35 and it took him 20 minutes after 3 attempts? Jeez.
So I think it was 15 levels under, not above.
I was telling Pixel his friend was level 35 against this thing.
Oh, 35. I thought you said 35 over. My bad.
Meteors!
Nah. The only meteor I want to beat is Orlando Bloom. That will only make sense to people who've seen the latest 14 thing.
And Dawn Trail! Woo!
Woo! I hope it doesn't have this dragon. Woo! Actually, it kind of does. It's a scary, but I actually could take this dragon seriously because it doesn't look ridiculous. Not that I don't. Oh. Okay, yeah, enough. Yeah, Bahamut's more of a hindrance in this fight.
Yeah.
The King of Dragons doesn't do crap against this dragon.
I mean, maybe until you find a way of, like, charging up Mega Player a little quicker.
The problem is just like the fact that like I can only really evade in that stance. But it's certainly not helping out my speed. Gonna wait. Do this. We're gonna try to deal as much damage as we can. Come on! By the way, Pixel, if you're still there, is the friend you're referring to Dez out of curiosity? Because I can totally see him trying to do this. Oh boy, Dragon Dad! He's happy with me!
Oh! No, he's boosting up his attack and speed!
That's not fair. Screw you, I can be in the sky too!
Nice aerial dodge.
Oh god, not Blazing Legion again. I don't even know what that does.
I'm guessing if you bump into one of those things, they hurt. I think it's from the... Oh great, they're bubbles of fire.
Yes! Now I get to throw the JoJo moves on him. We're half health, I just have to not get cocky. And remember, Titan is my friend. Which is ironic, given the guy who was him is not.
Yep. You know, there's definitely one thing that's been bugging me since the whole event with Bahamut passed a little while ago.
What was that?
What happened to the boyfriend?
Good question. I did look up. He does pop up again. We just haven't seen him yet, though.
Oh, thank God! I was so scared.
Yeah.
I saw that close call!
He's whoever he's not triggering my guard. Well, I just lost all that damage because I acted like I was doing the wrong ability. Uh-oh. Run! Yeah, has he even fought this thing yet?
Pardon?
Oh, it's just Pixel. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys could see it, but I could see the chat.
Yeah. You said it wasn't dust, but it's something, but it's definitely something that he could do, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I find it funny that the dive bomb attack is probably the only one where my little counter works, even though it really shouldn't.
Yeah. Two-thirds of the way down.
You can't run from me! You can do stuff that make me have to go backwards, though. Ow. Uh-oh. I did the wrong ability. It's okay, gang. I managed to do it successfully. Ooh, a turtle transformed. Neat.
Good puppy! He's definitely going to be getting a lot of pets after we deal with this dragon.
Last dance.
Oh god. I think something tells me he really buffed up his speed and attack power with this one. Maybe his special attack too.
Oh yeah. Or maybe he's about to finally collect on that life insurance policy.
Ah!
Must punch in face! Oh, that back. Well, that ability backfired. Getting close though.
You're like a what? You got like I don't know, an eighth of its HP bar left.
Yeah. I can't be cocky, because all it takes is just one or two good blows for him to end me. Get this up. Help get his thing down. Ideally, I want this to be the end. Woo! Now forgive me, gang. Yeah, given how close we are, I have to try to style on him. Like, this is absolutely gonna bite me in the butt. Come on! Finish the dragon with the dragon ability! Come on! Yes!
Yes! Who's king of the dragons now?
Ooh, and I leveled up twice!
Worth it!
Got Orichalcum, Fallen Enigma, Amber, and an empty shard.
In other words, upgrades!
Whew! So yeah, let's head on back. Highway, see if there's any upgrades we can do, and just to double confirm that we've done all the hunt marks up to this point. We got a new missive, so we got a new side quest by the sounds of it. So go do that real quick. But hey, that was a pretty successful run.
And you perfectly styled on the dude.
And we are seated. Your steel, I fear, rest would be in the hands of the archaic, and a few other names numbers. However, the horde is thin and fractured. We guarding focus are putting down the smaller pack with the worry of being overwhelmed. Martha's blood axe defending the tour. For young Oscar, I hope you have some him under your wing. He's a good man, attentive, polite, hardworking. So far you can see he's already learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue sparring under a worthy shield, and the realm has none more worthy than you. Going along with the axe is fine enough. Working up the shore up the rest walls, not clearing up the few threats that remain down in the reeds, though chances are we're still next to you, and you've not in that horde. Give that horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you're a realm to save and all, but you're a quick need of reviver. Come see, we'll give you a cask. Curse breaker intelligence. Report from our brothers and sisters afield. All report the same. The cursed skies pull over the land, but over the hearts of the people. Heart over heavy from the fall of the dominion and destruction of Storm's final mother shard. For now, the realm endures, but with each flood do her remaining children descend further into madness. Situation, as ever, dire. Fresh wings find you on new moons turning. Till then, our walk continue. May the crystal's curse be broken. Greeting from the Crimson Caravans. I trust you and your party gain the Dominion without further event. Should your travel bring you back to the market put you in need of additional assistance, find a Crimson Caravan more than happy to oblige. We might even offer a discount than our usual rates. About the other day, I'll have you know I never shed a tear of no one. Not even my mother. And you won't catch me doing the like again. So please, your lordship, please forget the whole damn thing. The Cid I chose to follow all the years ago is gone, and there ain't dragging him back from the depths of whatever hell he's talked his way into. But his legacy, that lives on. In you and everybody else at the hideaway. Sure, the sky is blue. Well, I think it's purple now. At least I think it's blue. Still blue. As long as it is, I'll be right here where you can count on me. Aww.
And there's... Yeah. I think you skipped the letter, by the way.
Did I? No, take a look.
Yeah, quite the mess.
Alright. Oh, yeah, I did. Quite the mess. The pen is mightier. Here, open 10 letters. Word out in Twin Side is that with little left of the capital after the Mad Princess royal tantrum. Then, what of you and yours? Did you manage to escape for the city bred up? I trust you did. But a still less would be good to set Ill's mind at ease. Yeah.
I'd say that sums it up.
Yeah. Wasn't the prince's fault, to be fair.
No,
but then again,
he was tricked. They were all tricked into whatever happened there. All because of a certain someone taking over, well, not taking over, but taking on the form of their half-brother.
Who may or may not have ever existed. That's probably the freakiest part of the ball. Like, when did this change happen? Or was it always this way?
Who knows?
Either way, I've killed a dragon. Again, I already have the achievement, but I say a round for the hall.
As if setting our people free wasn't enough. Good
Keep
news,
their spirits
everyone.
up.
The casks have been liberated. Here's to Sid.
Let it never be said that I am not a man with the people. Even when the people are otherwise blissfully unaware, I got my butt kicked by a giant dragon.
Stranger, Sid.
Then I returned the favor.
Seems the hideaway is lost.
Yeah, at least it took you only twice.
Yeah.
There's a storm coming, Sid.
A firm reminder that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
College lost. I have a few new notes that might interest you. You wish to study
Darn.
the tomes?
Hero's hoping for information about that darn dragon. I guess this might still be in the hunt log, so let's check over there. Alrighty. About the hunts. Oh, neat. It actually actually gives us the proper name when we actually see that Sacred tells of a dread dragon who sat near half the realm, light with his ruined or toward breath, for being sealed behind a magical mist by Gregor herself, some sources claim. Those been forgotten in part of the tale are true, and which are the influence of a great dragon's roar, never running around the world, and pose the threat to the Empire real enough. Yes, the Empire. Who's in charge?
I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
That's my only problem. Who is in charge? I don't believe in anyone's in charge of that empire anymore. That's a dead man land now.
Yep.
But yeah, as nice as it is having Mega Flare and all these other abilities or whatnot, I sadly have to go back to Garuda.
Until you get a few more upgrades or get used to it or something.
That's right. I probably never used that version. Oh well. Alrighty. Guess I'll try mastering this. Make sure I'm a little bit better with my counters and the like.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like I said he was hoping that if they ever adjust the abilities, they make it so that way you can at least do all of Bahamut's iconic skills.
So, you see my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
Yep.
There's one thing bandits like. It's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Murder.
If it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
Thank you, Jill. Always good to have a translator around.
Picture it, Conrad. Your own city guard. With you as captain.
I don't know about that. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself.
Eh?
May I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities. A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 score swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalam's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Now this is gonna be an interesting little side quest.
Fair enough. Well, this isn't a side quest. It is part of the main quest.
True.
And unlike the prior, kind of like the prior one, here I perfectly understand.
Pickaxe, I would have. I mean,
Yep.
it may still be possible to buy something.
All this after the last sellsword we paid for proved themselves such reliable.
Alright, let's see. Now we just gotta go talk to... Oh, wait, the person in there? Oh, they are. Alright.
Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of...
Why do you people keep making lies? What if they find out the truth?
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital.
Good thing people don't remember.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty,
Yeah.
but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now my skill should be returned shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
She saw right through it. We never said you were good at this, Clive. Only that it worked.
Entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared. What if the bad men come back?
It's all right. We're all right now.
Don't worry, child. Torgo won't let anything happen to you. Isn't that right, boy?
Fluffy. Think of it, we never pet Torgo after the dragon fight.
I'll pet him again.
Me.
Can you blame me? I just finished killing a dragon.
Yeah, no, don't. I don't blame you at all.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can. And we will do the same.
Here we go. I'm honestly just glad that the stream hasn't broken yet.
Shh, don't jinx it yet.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all
They mean to overwhelm us.
Thankfully, they don't believe in having sufficient numbers for who they're dealing with.
Yeah.
I love how Jill, by the way, was like, as soon as the guy said, like, oh, the woman folk had come to meet us, was like, yeah, I'll kill that one, Clive. Ah, darn it, I missed completely.
Well, at least you finished in style to make up for it.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Well, at the very least, the bandits would have been, like, the strategy would have been, likely put into foobar and make them question themselves. Huh?
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Alamil.
We all saved Alamil.
There we go.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Come now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid...
And unity during the apocalypse is a good thing.
Better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Agreed.
Woo! Only one place left now.
Yep.
To Northreach! But yeah, I miss Garuda. I miss Garuda so much.
Where is everyone?
Alright. Oh, right. I thought I'm like, weird. Why is it telling me to go this way? Wait, because that's what you had it set to before, you bloody fool. Granted, it was to fight a dragon, but still.
I saw it with my own eyes.
If there are ghosts in the Royal Meadows, then why isn't a garrison dealing with them?
Four left for more on the captain's orders. Only 2 came back.
God has help us. I can't do it. I can't fight those things. But you can. You must. For me. For us.
My lord. Milady.
We received the dame's message.
Is the dame still alive?
Creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes?
Yep.
Yes. Like a Kashik, but
Oh.
different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thrall. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were
Okay,
to do
still
with
alive.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, that's not the Dane.
What a way to give us another borderline heart attack game.
Yeah.
We could leave.
I swear, Yoshi P's writers know how to do this really well.
That thing, it took off the captain's head. Before we could even draw his steel.
I'm not going back out there. You hear me? Fuck this!
Damn, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's...
Wow, cowards.
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
At least one guy had some balls to him still. So, given the current circumstance, I don't necessarily blame them for being frightened.
I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
So ironic considering I'm the last one to arrive.
I thought you might still need some support.
Or this is the last one I did.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
I love how Jill's like, sorry, he's mine, but what are we here for?
And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Part of you like this is a little bit repetitive, considering I already know a little bit more from just walking around. But, no well.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Bless you.
Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. It's all right.
The Moor area, huh?
Oh no. A child just said, "Don't leave me, Pa." Oh.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my
I'm
life.
getting the anxiety like when the final days happen in 14 all over again.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more. Safe now.
Yep.
Faster! Ha!
Tried the drift. Oh God.
Clive, look.
I see them. With
Yeah.
me.
Yep, ultimate thralls.
Should I try?
Save your strength. Get him.
But yeah, I didn't even consider the fact that like no one really has interacted with these things, so they usually only show up in the ruins.
As far as we know, the whole world has become a ruins now.
Fitting then that they show up everywhere now.
This one.
Well, they're just keep on coming.
Yep.
No, this is one of those moments I'm glad we took care of that dragon first.
Alright, I'm gonna hold off a little bit because I want to get wind up all fully loaded. But Will's awake. Dead. I feel like I went about that in the wrong order there, but hey, I managed to get the execution off at the end.
Yep.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Yeah, but that poor town. Granted, they were pricks, but...
You have the town's thanks.
I doubt the children managed to make it out.
There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Alrighty. Yeah, but yeah,
Our friends seem to have things under control.
we've dealt with 3 types of problems. We've dealt with the thralls, we've dealt with the archaic, and we've dealt with bandits.
I got a taste of what the heck Ultima had done to make the world go to pot, basically.
Yeah. The worst part is that if the bandits were not pricks, it'd probably be a little bit easier trying to deal with the last 2 problems. But unfortunately, they're part of the problem. Alright, let's look at some more of these missives. We're from Northreach. You have the town stake for helping us get rid of the thralls, but neither of us are naive enough to think we've seen the last that they're like. Good Philip seemed to see that we're prepared, should the ghouls come once again calling, but off worried the rank of captain begun to weigh heavily on his shoulders. Just so I imagine, the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should a weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain open, as do the Vale's doors. Oh gosh.
Yeah, Jill's gonna have a few choice words with Isabel on that one.
Yep.
The first bunch of words are definitely nice and kind, but still, yeesh.
The Guard and League have put aside their difference for the time being, allowing us all to sip our snake spit in relative pleasure. For that, I would hazard we better have to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for your, well, an aspiring thespian another, my touch is working your delivery and your projections. Those stiff limbs of yours and your countenance and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we? Oh, a few other things. Bird by her name. This is a message from Jill. My insistence on these letters having more time to be done for every day we together. I feel like we except for another 2 apart. I'm glad to hear of your unexpected with Ambrosia, which I say Whiteheart. Heart, you told me how your Turquoise sacrificed herself to protect the night at Phoenix Gate, and here, so many years later, we find she spent her life doing the same thing, defending others. Well, things never change, do they, Clive? Oh. An apple a day. I ate lad from the yard up with munchless this morning, sweet as honey. Breathed, told myself that I would only have one, and I reckoned if no one else listened to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let those know they don't have a fine job. Get another but Sid sipping on those, but for their foul bite. But for him, I never was one about the flavor, but what they represented. Our ability to take more than our own. Looked like now Sid would be proud. Flame none brighter. Here, my Lord Marquis, I want to ask you to forgive my men for your welcome back at Lestrus. Certainly you can understand you were the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the self-same man I followed in the Stillwind those many years ago. True bearer of your father's legacy. Voli, Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, all of us others who lost the night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians, and I'm proud to stand behind you once again. God, I feel so awful because I never really realized that these letters were here until now.
Yeah, they seem to pop up after you're finished like a main quest or a side quest.
Yeah. Dominic and the Imperials are in standoff. They snarl at each other with fangs none, but neither want to make the first move. It's almost as if they realize what a second pile of chocobo shite they've stepped into. If I were a man of way blizzard, I put my call for the conflict, not planning to now anytime soon. I shall keep you appraised. Homecoming. What happened to Roslith? I fear would have been had not you, Gav, and the Van Torgal fought so fiercely. But again, you were there when I needed you most, and I shall ever be grateful. Seeing the city I come to my home, reduced to flame and rubble, has left me with much sadness in my heart. But for the time, looking back beyond us, we must focus on here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when all this is through. A Desert Alliance. Sid II, I trust you will forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I'm confident a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these. For what's worth, you have earned mine, and I assure you shall not be easily thankless. May this be the start of a fruitful relationship. Alright, I think that's all the missives.
Yep.
I don't have to feel like a prick now. But given when certain ones
Did you see the pair that got
came up late, I can't help but feel like a prick still. Like the Ambrosia letter. Which I'm pretty sure I technically had Jill for. Though it's nice to see her reaction, because I think a lot of these subquests are made with in mind of Jill potentially not being there.
Yeah.
It's just a shame.
When you turn up, hellos from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
luck, I suppose? Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Oh, thank goodness, we can finally talk to Joshua.
Hope he's doing okay.
It was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
No wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Clive, you also technically kicked his ass hard.
But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
Sorry, inside you.
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, nothing like blood and the word of an encroaching enemy army of monsters approaching to ruin the mood.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
We could finally get to know them proper.
Heaven of Cyclops Sublime.
It seems the hideaway is lost.
Blasted book! Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blimmin' kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favorites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Yvonne said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old
Why can't you
fellow
people
who
ask
makes
him
shells,
yourself?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
maybe? You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
My reputation is give everyone free drinks whenever I do something amazing. Oh boy, what's the quest over here?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try.
It was the butler. But anyway, what's the actual mystery?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Yvonne.
Ah, Valicia, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical...
Look, if I give the flesh of a fire-breathing dragon, again, would that work? It was a very scary dragon, so it probably tastes good.
Do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Alrighty.
Seems the hideaway is lost its...
Here we go.
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallymill Way.
Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Nah, she probably would.
Don't worry.
The difference is that it won't actually work on me as much. Because I have protagonist syndrome.
Of course.
And, you know, I can turn into a giant fire monster, but that's irrelevant. Alright, hopefully that will be all the side quests that I can grab.
Lady Karen, how's business?
I don't sell the bloody bandits!
Foul as the weather. You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto?
Just asking. Out of interest. All right.
You've never been good at this, Clive. You should have grabbed Jill. Or Otto.
Certain rumors have been circulating.
By the way, if you can hear me, Light, I can't hear you anymore.
Selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are ya? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalamil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Well, girls, I talked to her and she's upset.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What have you done? Oh, there you are.
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear.
Hello?
And while it sounds like she may have done things she
Alrighty.
regretted in her past,
You were silent for a bit, so I wasn't sure.
behind her.
Yeah, no, I was taking care of that little bit of homework you asked me to do before the Kingsmaker session later.
Why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalamil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Oh boy. Now time to go speak with the children.
Yep.
But I feel bad for the prince outside of his loyal following.
What do you reckon we should do?
Many are likely going to think of him as a madman.
Sid! Out of your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? Why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way I see how something works is to take it apart.
I like to imagine that kid didn't actually mispronounce engineer and is like a ninja.
Carry on.
A ninja who's really good at hearing stuff.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Oh God.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now,
Well, I do have like 3 on standby.
Things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
good thinking. You're on the right track.
By the way, is it wrong that I thought they were going to have me try to assemble the thing myself?
These round parts.
Yeah, no, I also was worried the same thing.
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchen to fry bangers.
Like, they can leave the children should do what it looked like beforehand.
For weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
And that leads us to the gear.
Is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Minidol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. All finished.
Yes, we did it.
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hares.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hares for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Shirley. I'd say...
I don't know, guys. It's gonna be a while before you upgrade from hares to ninja-neers.
Until then, though,
Yeah.
try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look. We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
I love the kids are like, you're like, hey, you mother. Like, not my fault. You kids messed up.
Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
We're all gonna die. You hear me? The Akashic are coming and they won't stop until they've slaughtered everything.
Someone give that woman drugs. She clearly needs them. Like in the case of the apocalypse, we don't need somebody giving a lot of frantic information. After all, they might scare off our ninja-neers. Yes, I'm not gonna let that word go.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events.
She left.
They're not true.
Saying that she is not work when she read.
In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Woo! Alrighty. Now let's double check to make sure that all the side quests happen to just be here, you know?
Yep.
Because some areas might have some side quests as well. Nope.
How are you doing? Quick look.
Nope. Nope. And nope.
Always something in there.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised all yours? luck out there, Sid.
Alrighty. Alrighty, my Mughal headsman. And what do we know? Oh, actually, you have new adventures to talk about. No, you haven't.
What did you find down there?
I can't swim. Oh, God. Oh, we got a new one called The Pack. They're in Dalmaskia.
Yep. At least it's a low-level one this time around.
Yep.
There's like a few other places in the hideaway that's like
And
gold
yeah. And naturally, like most things in this game, they decided to specifically prevent me from checking out the other locations until I check out the new location. I don't know why they do this. Feels a tad overboard if you ask me.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. We had one via letter 2. I apologize for the sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstance forced me to seek immediate aid, and none other whom I would turn to. It would seem Lord Uncle petitioned me attack most vexing. I fear I'm wholly uninformed to form his vaunted expectations, and due to the lack of martial aptitude on my part, to which I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the footman's aptness to attend the needs of a manor to the attending of bandits in back alleys, I am sorely ill-equipped. If it please you, my lord, better come see me at my address, and I shall explain my predicament in full. Sebastian de Waterfawn, Schnatzel to Lord Byron Rothfield.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant?
So basically, his uncle's servant needs a little help with a bit of a battle problem.
Yeah. Yeah, the uncle that's petitioning this.
Mm-hmm. Smooth like butler. We'll probably take a look at the other letters later too.
Yep. First, gotta unlock the new locale, that way I can do the side quests, because why would it be that easy, gang?
Yeah.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Candle was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
You're right, gang. And you know what else? We should go to another place entirely. Because I am nothing if not consistent on wanting to do side quests before the main quests.
Yep.
And besides, let's give us more of a chance to see how, Oh. There we go. Come on, Joshua. I know you have Ultima slowing you down a bit, but not that much.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentleman of the town guard.
I really hope we don't lose him before the end.
We'll see.
Maybe I know something more. What's it worth to you?
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Delamil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse.
Considering where she usually is, I have a more suspicion that someone is trying to
Feeling bold,
ruin her reputation.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
I wouldn't even be surprised if it was this guy in particular.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goots.
I have like 2 dominants and a wolf with me. Even if I didn't have the ability to kick butt by default, I'm pretty sure Clive would be good.
Yep.
The gentleman of the town guard.
Like, the worst thing that could be thrown at me is,
What a mess.
a dragon.
You fought very bravely. We would have been lost without you.
Knowing that you would have all been there to pick us up if we fell, gave us more than the courage we needed.
The safety of the town is in our
Alrighty, so the storehouse is apparently over here.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Oh, you poor sons of bitches. I have 3 other people on standby ready to mess you all up. And one of them is also a wolf.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
What they get for wrecking our favorite merchant's reputation back at the hideout.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I just saw... Darn, I'm jealous of the Phoenix. Why does he get to do a cool laser beam?
Yeah, I just saw that too. Yeah, they got hired muscles guarding the blazes. There's definitely something real shady.
Well, it's clear that it's not actually that's responsible for what some sort of competitor. Wow. This guy really must have been poor. That was the best he could hire. Pour up senses, and soon, life.
Yep.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goods. Right now.
Oh, I guess that's one thing I'll say. I wish these cutscenes had a little bit more reactivity to it.
Yep.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty painted lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goods, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Oh gosh!
Goods, no.
Enough, all of you!
Oh, here's Karen.
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together?
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? wet legs.
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did.
Oh no, it's a guy with a knife.
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck! You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Oh god. Is she about to just... Karen, fair enough. The guy's slandering you and your business, but I don't think this is going to help your reputation in Dalamil.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So
so it's a glass eye.
Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down.
Oh god.
Listen soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Yeah, remind me never to mess with her in the dark alleyway. She can definitely handle herself.
Yep. Alrighty. Apparently there's going to be a side quest in that area up ahead, so that's fun. But back to Martha's Rest to help out the poor sod.
Yeah, poor butler. I'm sure he'll definitely be getting good word to your uncle, knowing that you helped out Rutherford here.
Yep. I just gotta find the guy. Ah, there he is.
Marcus, it is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, Chief Steward of your Lord Uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your Lord Uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your Lord Uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Alrighty. Now I kind of wish I was aware of this sooner. I went here first, considering that it ended up having me go to Dalamil.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? I might as well met the guy, but granted, it's a lot... whatever.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Mummy?
The gentleman of the town guard.
Good day, my lord.
Let's get some more potions. I realize I am low.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
Yep.
We haven't seen the last of those bastards. But when they attack again, we'll be ready for them.
Alright. Gonna have to be careful, because this route is not as safe as it once was. Hi, Ambrosia. You just came out of the ether, didn't you?
Fly, Ambrosia. Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
And maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
One second.
This one.
Sorry, I was just told something.
Yeah, no worries.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the Fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Alrighty, we're going all around, it would seem.
Yeah.
Sorry, just type it up to somebody. But yeah.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Oh boy, I got a lot of places to go. Oh my. I feel dumb.
What?
So, read the name of all the quests real quick.
Smooth like butler, an eye for an eye, not to be outdone. I had a feeling what the eye for an eye one was referring to. But geez, the pun on smooth like butler.
Yep. That what got me. Oh boy. Alrighty, time to get going. Actually, to type in one last thing, so I'm going to go a little bit slower.
happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
Then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant
Okay,
to Lady
see ya.
Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been
Sorry about that.
a long time since
Yep.
last I saw my great aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits.
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pummel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Remember what the veil is? Guy got robbed, and now he's gonna be given permission from Sid. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
This one's ours, pretty boy. This one.
God dang it, he got into my way.
Hate it when that happens.
No mercy for your ilk.
King, you really sure ain't showing any mercy.
Dead. And I definitely wish I upgraded my Rook's Gambit a lot faster, given how much better it does. I guess I always thought it was upgraded before. No, well, upgraded now.
There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
Dang it, Clive, the people need a leader. There, once everything is said and done, you have to take up that responsibility. At the very least, you have legitimacy.
Their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bistolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Alrighty, and now we go to kill all sorts of other creatures.
Yep.
Nothing like a little unrest. There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
You needn't fret.
Well, good to see that the city folk are being told that everything is fine.
As long as you remember.
Mm-hmm.
You heard the Herald. Far along with him. If we're going to survive, we'll have to do it on our own.
Bless you.
Captain said it was you who slew the, whatever they were. And for that, you have our thanks. Now that we know how to fight them, I hazard we'll fare a little better the next time they attack.
You're welcome, sir. In one way, it is kind of funny, given how wasn't that long ago that I've dealt with such guys. But on the other hand, they effectively got abandoned by the Empire. They now have to survive in a different world, but still.
Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
Ah, I was hoping I could sneak up on it.
Let's get this over with.
Yep. Wind must have shifted at the wrong moment.
Well, that was brutal.
Yep.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Mm-hmm.
A bright flower with a heavy scent. I can think of one thing that can fit that description. Oh, just actual flowers. Okay. Here I thought it was just gonna, like, I had to find the flower that's on top of a marble.
Yeah.
Better head back.
You wouldn't be too excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, before we head back, let's hop on over to Martha's Rest to talk to Ruth Ford.
Yep.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Woo! Alrighty. Now to head back to the hideaway and complete the last 2 side quests that require me to do stuff around the hideaway.
Yep. I'm gonna go and use the little warrior's room. I'll be right back.
Got it.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon
Oh.
both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been my right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
And
Here
what
we
precisely
go.
will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about. And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
Oh boy. There's reason why it's
So,
history, my man.
Not fit for consumption, then.
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavor and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Oh boy. Well, at least he's happy. And no more distractions. I don't think so. I think I'll check with Karen real quick.
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
Sorry, Karen, but I want to offer but a moment, so that way a certain trainer can get back to hear it.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. Figured I hold off a little bit, so that way you can see this bit, because Nan is having a bit more of a meeting and whatnot.
Okay.
So let's get started, shall we?
Yep.
All right.
Them rumours Wetlegs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find herself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the Hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say, I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up. Or you'll have me to answer to.
Hmm.
Yes, Karen.
Clive. That grey lump. No. Coin purse weighing you down?
Aww.
Yeah, she really likes him.
Mm-hmm. No wonder why he calls her Nan.
Didn't help that apparently his parents didn't care for him. Which, normally I consider that to be very monstrous behavior, but given how it all seems to be, seems like just a matter. Alrighty.
Good girl.
Be safe.
Well. Die, dog.
Over here. Get him. This one. Throw to him. Get him. Throw to him.
Not my most elegant of finish, but
yeah.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
By the way, can I just say how funny it is that I've still yet to receive Shiva's abilities?
I have a funny feeling it'll be pretty soon.
Because I know Odin's last,
We can
so...
use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The Echoes have a will of their own.
Oh boy, we got some of them with their own lightsabers out already. Die, Bob, die! Uh-oh. Oh. Darn. Didn't even get to do my special combo.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade.
Yep.
Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Thanks, Cal.
Oh!
Farewell. This one. All yours, Tormund. Over here.
Come on.
Whoa.
I guess he's not a guy I'm supposed to talk to, so I'll ignore him for now.
Straight home now.
Are you okay?
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up
Are
ahead.
they the one that stabbed you?
It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier.
Well, this is gonna be awkward.
You said the encampment was close.
Yep.
Let's hope the Akashic is still there.
After all, Kupka's dead because of me, so...
They're everywhere now.
Oh, yeah.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Right. I got here in time.
And then there's Ultima causing so many ether floods, which at the same time is causing the population of Akashic to grow.
Oh. I wouldn't say causing a population to grow, much as just turning things Akashic.
Exactly. Those poor chocobos.
They're put out of their misery now.
Yep.
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it. You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
What of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must.
No.
Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Yeah, he's definitely not sure of himself. That guy was not expecting someone to show him mercy.
Not expecting Sid. Hopefully we'll meet him again.
And when his head's a little more cooled.
Run like the wind.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Probably not now.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Felt like the best way to repay her then, climb it to fill yours.
It is as you feared.
Yeah.
The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond
Odin.
any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua. The Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events in Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Odin himself.
Yep.
Meanwhile,
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port.
Wow, they're all just bickering.
The Rome teeters on
well,
the
given the circumstance, I can't say I blame them in this instance.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
I think Odin found them.
Distinguished members of the council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
No doubt he did.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not
I've got a
see?
bad feeling.
The king,
He has come to save us from the Akashic.
I'm going to bet that he's not really going to.
Divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy
He
of
just killed them all. My god, he did.
The girl
He is
still
Odin.
here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos.
Girl?
Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
Well, the Republic's screwed. I think that was literally every last member of the ruling council.
So then,
yep,
has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
The apocalypse, if I had to guess.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Yote is certainly devoted.
I have a funny feeling that
Farewell, my lord.
Joshua thinks for more than just a blade to protect him. He's got feelings for her.
Perhaps. At the very least, they will, regardless of how they feel personally, they have a very strong bond.
Let's find our friends.
I don't like how it immediately zoomed on that torn up tapestry.
Which is why I had to let her go.
Yep. I think that'll be it for now. I've been streaming for a few hours. Next time we will continue on. Hopefully figure out what's going on with Barvas' goals, especially since he just ended the Republic. Meaning, now more than ever, the twins need leadership. I can only hope that Clive will figure out a way how to do it without exposing his main base to Barnabas. Because, while I didn't believe Titan would be able to reach that place, Odin, on the other hand, yeah. But, until next time, everyone, this has been the eccentric Mr. Chaos.
And Light Trainer, the spellcaster Kitsune.
And I hope you enjoyed your stay at this Jester's Court. Toodaloo.
Yep. Bye.